If you're watching this right now, there's a good chance you're stuck between two versions of yourself. One version that is afraid of the future, and the second version that is disappointed or not happy with the present. And if that is where you are right now, I need you to know that you're not broken, you're not behind, and you're definitely not alone. Because it's currently 2 a.m. in the morning, currently where I am, and I can't sleep, not because I'm not tired, but because my brain won't just shut up. I've been lying here for the past 1 hour, overthinking my entire existence. You know that feeling where you start questioning everything like, do I even know what I'm doing? Why does everyone else seem to have figured it out except me? And the worst part is, I know I shouldn't be comparing myself to other people. I know that. But at 2 a.m. in the morning, when you can't sleep and your mind is racing, logic doesn't really help. I mean, does it? I'm just here wondering if I'm making the right choices, if I'll ever get to where I want to be, if I'm wasting my 20s. But then something clicked. I remembered something that I think I forget too often. I remember that I have a purpose. And I say this not in some motivational or abstract way, but in some real and undeniable way. I was created with a DNA that has never existed in the entire history of the universe and will never exist again. My exact combination of struggles, perspectives, experiences, all of that, they are mine and they are unique and they are what defines me. They are what make me me. You need to know that you have that too. You know that, right? This messy and confusing phase where you're becoming who you're meant to be. That's the process, and that is where the real growth happens. I know I'm going to be great someday, and not because I'm special or lucky or more talented than some other persons, but because I'm willing to show up, I'm willing to keep showing up even when I don't feel ready. And suddenly something shifted in me. Instead of letting that anxiety or worrisome energy spiral into more what ifs, more worries, I redirected that energy. Started asking different questions, not why am I not here, but what can I do to get me closer to where I want to be? How can I actually improve instead of just worrying? And then I said some affirmations, and I know, affirmations can sound a bit cheesy. I know that. But at 2 a.m., when you're in a dark place and your mind won't just shut up and you speak truth to yourself, it matters. It really does. And it works. And right now, I feel good. I mean, not like perfect, not like all my worries are gone or all my problems are solved, but good. Like I remembered who I am. So, what I want you to understand is you see this feeling of anxiety, it's still going to come around. It's not gone forever. You're not trying to eliminate these feelings forever. You're trying to learn how to dance with them when they come. Because that anxious energy is just energy. You can let it pull you into a spiral of worry and comparison, or you can channel it into something creative, something that moves you forward, even just a tiny bit. And if it's too much, maybe you genuinely need rest, you can take a day off or two to reset, sleep, watch something mindless, do whatever you need to do to come back to yourself. But don't let a bad day become a week. You're not behind, you're not failing, you're in the middle of your story. And if you think about it, the middle is always the messy part, but it's also where most of the character development happens. So if you're watching this at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or whenever you found it and you're and you're feeling that weight of anxiety about your future and disappointment about your presence, you're going to be okay. Not because life gets easy suddenly, but because you're stronger than you think and you're so much more capable of what your anxious brain is trying to convince you of right now. Remember who you are. Remember you have a purpose. Take that energy and do something with it. You've got this.